Hey everyone, imagine this. A guy dressed like a Zulu warrior is leading thousands through the streets of South Africa, chanting for change. Crowds are massive, cameras are everywhere. Then suddenly, chaos, looting, violence. And when someone shows him a video of himself slapping a man right in the face, he looks straight into the camera and says, "That's not me, it's AI." Stick around, because today we're diving into one of the wildest stories coming out of South Africa right now. This isn't just another protest. This is a full-blown adventure with big claims, bigger crowds, and some seriously surprising twists. I'm your host, and we're breaking it all down like a thrilling movie. Except this one is real life. Let's go. Meet Nkosikhona Ndabandaba. Most people know him as Phakel'umthakati. He's the man behind some of the biggest anti-illegal immigration marches South Africa has seen in years. Picture this: streets packed with people, signs waving, voices rising. Ndabandaba shows up in traditional Zulu cultural gear, leading the charge like a modern-day captain steering a giant ship through stormy waters.
He's not new to the spotlight anymore. These marches have been popping up across the country, and they're drawing serious attention. Some days they stay peaceful, with everyone marching together for what they believe in. But other times, things turn messy fast. Windows get smashed, stores get looted, and suddenly the whole message gets clouded by the chaos. So what does the man in charge say about all this? In an exclusive chat with Eyewitness News, Ndabandaba pointed the finger straight at opportunists. "I have never been part of any march that's done looting," he said firmly. He even boasted that he's led the biggest crowds in the country, bigger than anyone else doing it solo. "There's been no looting when I'm there," he explained. "These are people who sneak in when we're not looking and cause trouble. Police need to handle them because they're not part of us." It sounds straightforward, right? Like a coach telling his team, stay focused, ignore the distractions. But the story gets more complicated quicker than you can say breaking news. Let's pause for a second and picture the scene. You're watching these huge marches on your phone. Everything looks intense but organized. Then a video surfaces. In it, Ndabandaba appears to slap an adult man during one of the events, clear as day. People start sharing it everywhere. Questions fly. Is this the peaceful leader talking about law and order? When Eyewitness News asked him about it, his response left jaws on the floor. "No, it's not me," he said. "It's AI. That is AI." Hold up. AI? Like the stuff that makes funny deepfake videos online? Well, here's the twist that makes you lean in closer. Eyewitness News checked it out themselves. They verified the video as real. Not fake, not generated by computers. Real footage. No way! That's the kind of moment that makes you rewind and watch again. 1 second he's denying everything. The next, the facts push back hard. It's like that friend who swears they didn't eat the last cookie while chocolate crumbs are still on their shirt. But Ndabandaba isn't backing down from the bigger mission. His group is gearing up for something enormous. On June 30th, they're planning countrywide marches. He's calling it a 1 million man march. That's right, 1 million people hitting the streets with one clear message: a self-declared deadline for illegal immigrants to leave South Africa. Think about that number for a second. 1 million. That's like filling up a massive stadium times 10. It's the kind of scale that makes governments sit up straight. And they are. The National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure, that's NATJOINTS for short, has already put security forces on high alert. They're watching closely to keep things safe. Ndabandaba insists his movement isn't about causing trouble. Crooks must be arrested, he said. He wants people who attack others or target foreigners to stay away.
Whoever supports what we do must make sure they obey the law. It's like he's drawing a big line in the sand. This is our peaceful fight. Don't cross it.
Sounds good in theory, but real life loves throwing curveballs. Beyond the looting drama, critics are raising eyebrows about something deeper: tribalism. Footage showed crowds led by Ndabandaba chanting a song that translates roughly to "Shangan person, get out of the way." Shangan refers to a specific group of people, often linked to Tsonga communities. That kind of language worries a lot of folks. They fear it's turning an immigration debate into something that divides South Africans along ethnic lines. And then came an even sadder moment. In Mossel Bay, Western Cape, a teenager named Nlamulo Sambo was stabbed to death during one of these marches. His family believes he was targeted because he was Tsonga and mistaken for a foreigner. Police say right now they don't have evidence proving a tribal motive. It's heartbreaking, and it shows how quickly tensions can boil over. When asked about the chanting, Ndabandaba pushed back. The word Shangan is not an insult, he said. It's just a word for a certain group of people. People must stop being sensitive about it. But he also added that they listened to feedback. Supporters told them, "We love what you're doing, but please stop that song." So they did. They condemned it and moved on. It's a reminder that words carry weight. Even when you're fighting for what you believe is right, how you say things matters. One wrong chant can change how the whole world sees your cause. It makes you think, doesn't it? In a country as diverse and beautiful as South Africa, with so many cultures living side by side, how do we talk about tough problems without hurting the people around us? Let's zoom back out and look at the full picture. Phakel'umthakati has become a household name almost overnight. His marches tap into real frustrations that many South Africans feel about illegal immigration: jobs, safety, resources. He's giving a voice to those feelings in a loud, visible way. Dressed in traditional gear, speaking with passion, he looks every bit the leader ready for battle. But leadership comes with responsibility. When violence tags along with your movement, even if you say it's not your people, you have to address it head on. When videos appear that contradict your message, claiming AI might make people chuckle, but it also raises bigger questions about trust.
Here's a fun comparison. Imagine throwing an epic birthday party. You invite everyone, set the rules, and promise good vibes. But some uninvited guests crash it, knock over the cake, and start arguments. Do you cancel the whole party? Or do you work harder to keep the real guests in line while calling security on the troublemakers? Ndabandaba seems to be choosing the second option, but the cake is still on the floor and everyone's watching. The June 30th marches are shaping up to be the climax of this story. Will it really draw 1 million people? Will it stay peaceful? Or will opportunists try to steal the spotlight again? Security is already preparing. Communities are talking. And the whole country is paying attention. Ndabandaba keeps emphasizing unity in purpose. Stay legal, stay focused, don't let bad actors ruin it. But with emotions running high and history showing how quickly things can shift, everyone's holding their breath a little. And that, folks, is what makes this tale so gripping. It's not just about one activist or one march. It's about South Africa wrestling with big questions. Who belongs here? How do we protect our communities without dividing them? How do we protest loudly while keeping the peace? There's so much more unfolding behind the scenes. New interviews, fresh footage, reactions from officials, and what ordinary people on the ground are feeling. This story is still growing, like a river picking up speed as it heads toward the waterfall. So here's the big question for you. Do you think these marches will bring real change, or are the risks too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and I love hearing your takes. Which part surprised you the most? The AI denial, the million-man promise, or the tribalism concerns? Let me know. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We bring you these stories with energy, honesty, and zero boring moments. Tomorrow could bring even bigger updates. Maybe that massive march gets a green light, maybe new evidence drops, or maybe another twist nobody sees coming. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through South African headlines. Stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. What happens on June 30th? We'll find out together.